Hey guys, welcome back to Jon's Watch. Today I'm taking a look at a game called Worlds of Magic. Now, this was released on Steam on March 19th, 2015, and its regular price is $43.99 Canadian. Now, Worlds of Magic is a fantasy-based 4X game, sort of like Civ 4, but like in a fantasy realm with magic. It's not like hex grid, it is square grid, so just be aware of that. Apparently it's the spiritual successor to some other game that I didn't play, so I don't particularly care about that, to be honest. I'm just looking at it from an outsider's point of view, I guess. I've encountered a few bugs so far. Apparently the developers were like forced by contract to release it early before it was properly finished, so that's kind of weird, so definitely be aware of that right now. Straight away I'd say it's probably not worth it right now. It could be in the future, but right now it's not worth $44. One of the first things you notice is when you press play in Steam, you get a little window pop up before the game comes up, and it says you can adjust your settings in there. But if you try to, it just crashes. So you do have to adjust your settings in game. It's just a bit weird that they would pop up with that window first. That doesn't actually work. So I'm just going to start a new game here. Now, first you can choose like the location of where you want to be. So you can see Prime, it's the more Earth-like. Air is a bunch of floating islands. Shadow is a birthing pool of the undead. That sounds kind of badass. So that has more power but less food. So this is just the average one. I'm going to go for this one. You can also change the landmass. I like Pangea. And what's this? The amount of plain covered by land. That's pretty cool that you have these options. So you can only have 1 or 2 opponents. That's a bit weird. Those are very small games. I'm going to put it up to 2. Difficulty level is medium difficulty, I guess. We'll leave that. World size we'll leave as medium. Fast movement, I'm not going to bother with that. So that's the game settings. Then you have to go to faction, and you choose what race you are. The high men, they're like human people, and they're just like the ordinary race. You've also got these unhallowed, which I think are pretty cool. I'm going to play as them. You've got grey elves, draconians, orcs, dwarves, dark elves, that are sort of like spiders or something, and my rodents. They're kind of badass as well. But I had quite a bit of fun when I was playing as the Unhallowed, so I'm going to go with them. They also look badass as hell. Now, Sorcerer Lord. It's like the other game that I played. I can never remember which one it is. It could have been Age of Wonders. But basically the Sorcerer Lord is... It's like you. It's sort of like the hero of your city. And you get to cast like magic spells in combat. So you can interfere with your tiny little troops. So you can make your own, you can customize quite a bit, or you can just go with the pre-made ones. I'm going to go with the pre-made, I think it's Rajak. Yeah, I'm going to go with him because he's a lich, and he's all about death and necromancy, and that kind of fits pretty well with the Unhallowed. So I will be going as Rajak. Now we get to choose our spells. There's a lot that you do in here. You have to choose 8 tier 1 spells, 3 tier 2 spells, and 1 tier 3 spell. I'm just going to randomize, to be honest. Actually, it's a lot harder when you're human. I'll just change that quickly. No, it's a lot harder when you change your Sorcerer Lord to, I think it's Marcus? Yeah, because he can pick spells from all these different ones. So you're just going through like so many different spells, but as Rajak, you just have the Circle of Death power. So there's quite a steep learning curve to this game. I guess if you've played lots of other like fancy-based 4X games, like Endless Legend might be kind of similar. Age of Wonders, I don't know if it was Age of Wonders, but it's something like that. So I'm just going to randomize, because I'm not too fast. All I do I want this one. Raise Skeletons, that sounds fun. There we go. And that's done. So we'll let it set up now. Alright, so here we are. We don't need the tutorials. I know how to do this, don't worry. First we're going to see here one of the, probably my biggest problem with the game. I'm going to zoom out. Oh wait, I am zoomed out. This is as far as you can zoom out. You just cannot move any farther out. At least you can move around with WASD. But it is bizarre that this is as far as you can move out. I mean, you can see like what? It's like 10 by 10 or something, if that, and it's not even 10 by 10. It is strange, so strange that you can only zoom out this far. It's very weird. One of the best things about this game though is it's like this attention circle down here, I guess. You know, in Civ, you'll have like different things pop down, and it'll be like, you have to spend culture. This one actually gives you a nice little picture in here. I think it looks a bit better than the Civs, to be honest. So armies still require our attention. And here's our armies. So it's made up of 3 skeletal archers and 2 ghouls. Now we're gonna send him exploring a little bit. Off you go. There, he's explored a bit. So I guess if you've selected them, anywhere in green is where they'll move in 1 turn. Anywhere in white is where they'll move after that. I wish they'd put numbers there like most 4X games have, just because that's what I'm used to. Cities still require attention. This is another one of the coolest parts about this game. If you click this, you get your own unique little city that actually shows up here. And this is dynamic, it changes depending on what buildings you build. And this is fantastic. You can see it's like specified to the Unhallowed. I've got a graveyard here. If you're human, it just looks kind of like a normal human village. But this is fantastic. I love this, and like if you build like a wall around it, it actually shows up. So all we've built so far is housing, so we can build buildings or we can do troops. Now, can I build anything else here? No. So the Reapers are actually really, really strong. So first I'm going to build an armory just so I can get them up. Is it going to show where that's going to be? Was that here? It could be here, I think. That might be the armory. Anyway, so yeah, it allows recruiting Reapers, and the Reapers are awesome. And you can actually rename your city. I'm going to leave Weeping Grave because it sounds fine. And you can see you'd be able to move over to your other ones if you had other ones, which we don't. We've got a town militia that defends the town during sieges. That probably works something like Endless Legend. I haven't actually done a siege in this. So that's the city all set up. Now we can choose a spell to research. So instead of researching different technologies, you'll research different spells. So, is this page 1? Yeah, so this is level 1 stuff. I thought I had raised skeletons. Maybe not. Oh, well, I'm going to get raised zombies because that sounds fun. I don't have any, like, fireballs or anything. I probably should have actually chosen what I wanted to do. But this is fine. Fireball is actually really useful in combat. I don't think I could do it, but the human mage could. And that's our turn done. So we'll end our turn. And it's back to our turn. Now I actually want to leave these guys just wandering around here until we can get... Actually no, I will set them wandering. We should go see this teleportation stone. Oh, it does have the numbers. What am I talking about? It's totally got numbers. Don't know why I thought that wasn't there. How strange. Okay, good turn, guys. Now, how long... this gets a bit weird, actually. Great, I've just moved them there. So you have to, like, deselect them and then you can go into your city. Oh yeah, these are my units in here. So how long is this going to take? 7 turns, I guess? Sounds good to me. Alright, now we have to go in here and select our units again. And off they go. And I guess we'll go looking for landmarks like this thing. The biggest thing I noticed is you do not want to get into combat like anywhere in the early game because you just get destroyed. I got so badly messed up. Oh, is he gonna teleport? No, oh. That's a bit weird. So this is only an average threat. I don't want to fight them yet. We could do that when I get my ghouls though, so I'm going to keep this in mind. We might actually be able to do successful combat, which I haven't managed to do in this game yet. I've always just like lost my beginning troops so early. Oh, is that done? Army has been built, fantastic. So now we can go in here, and we can start training a couple of Reapers. So I'm going to queue up 3 of them, because they're 4 turns each. Can we see the armory? I think that's the armory right there. Oops, no. The armory, there it is. Fantastic. So units will desert at the end of this turn due to lack of negative energy. Increase your negative energy production to accommodate for your army's upkeep. Okay, how do I do that? Let's have a look in the city. Where's my negative energy? Consumption is 4. Is -4. Population is 6. I need more harvesters. Well, that's weird. I don't actually know how to improve that. Probably a building? No, these, like, cost it. These cost negative energy. How do we get more negative energy? I have no idea how to increase negative energy, actually. That's weird, I've never seen that before. I did accidentally click buy on these Reapers, so I'm going to send him off to meet up with this guy. Yeah, just go ahead. Oh, and they just deleted themselves. Great. Okay, how do I get more negative energy? What do I do about this? What the hell? Reaper's deserted. Ghoul's deserted. I've just got my archer left. And is my archer... and my archer's gone. What the fuck? I've never had that before. I don't get it. Maybe I just got a really terrible start? I might start again. Oh yeah, escape doesn't actually work. If you like hover down here, it's like you can press escape to do this. You can't press escape to do it. I'm just going to start a new game. Okay, so now I've started it again and we're getting +1 negative energy per turn. So that's nice. Yes, we don't have any, but we're getting +1 per turn. So I guess you have to be careful with what you're building. I mean, I don't want to build this thing, because this takes 2. And what is even the point? This doesn't cost anything. I don't actually know how to get more right now. How strange. And these guys cost 4. So I shouldn't build anything? Is that what you're telling me? Whatever, I'll try building this, I guess. Oh no, here we go. If I take someone off craftsman, and I can, then it like automatically goes into the harvesters, and I'm getting +5 per turn. Okay. Okay, I get it now, so I didn't actually have to restart. That's a bit annoying. Oh well. That's fine. We'll do... where's my raise undead? Did I not actually take it? I might not have taken it. Whoops. We'll do bloodletting. That sounds fun. So I'm going to see if we can get into this ancient ruin. You just captured an interactable lair. Okay, so we'll have to wait till next turn because they need to be able to move to get in there. Threat is very high. We will retreat. Because bollocks to that. Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. Leave me alone. Oh, we've just finished bloodletting. What else do we want? False life. There we go. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, right now. Just keep exploring, lads. Oh, there's a teleportation stone over there like last time, so we'll just head on over there. I still cannot believe you can't zoom any farther out. It is bizarre. Okay, so we've got 49 now, and we're using 3 per turn. That means if I build... oh no, the Reaper only takes 2. Okay, so I can build 1 Reaper, and that's it. You really have to manage this, don't you? Okay, fine. Alright, so let's have a look in here. Threat is very high. Great. We'll leave that. Maybe it won't be so high when we get our Reaper in there. Because the Reaper is awesome. Oh, the Reaper's done. Okay, so... oops. Stay there. I have to deselect him. Click in here to get the Reaper. Send the Reaper out. And what else can we build? Nothing. I don't want to build anything. Because I will not have enough negative energy. Is there any buildings I can build without negative energy? Housing? Yeah. Let's do some housing. That'll do. That's pretty cheap to make, I guess. As in, it's free. Okay, I need you to come on over here. And deselect and select. That is really annoying, actually. They're going to be able to meet up soon. And deselect and select him. Oh, are they together? Yeah, they're all together now. Fantastic. You're all a big old group. So let's go see if this has gone down in difficulty. Oh, I think our population just grew or something? Possibly. And we're still getting 0 negative energy, so that sucks. Alright, let's have a look in here now. And it is average. So I'm just going to give it a go. Let's see. So you can auto-resolve it, which is nice, or you can commence tactical battle. I'll do it myself. So now I get to choose where I want to place my archers. Obviously I'm going to have them in the back there. Now I've got my ghouls. I'll put them here. And my reapers, they can go there. I think you could also auto-deploy as well. Done. Now, weird thing is, on this, you can actually zoom out farther than you can on the world map, but you cannot move the camera around. So, like, say you're like zoomed in like this, and you guys come over here, you can't just move down there. You have to zoom out to be able to see them, which is just bizarre. Now, the way combat works in this reminds me a lot of... Oh my god, I'm not going to be able to remember it. Royal something? I can't remember. It's totally gone. That's weird. Okay, I don't want him to move. Can I just get him to stay? Ah, there we go. I probably should have moved my ghouls up, actually. Alright, so these guys can shoot. These Nagas have a lot of health. Alright, let's get my Reapers to do some real damage. Get out of here. They didn't really take that much damage, and my Reapers are half dead. Okay, well this is going terribly. That's good. I can move you there, and you can just sit there. And turn, let's watch my Reapers die. Oh no! Everyone's missing. That's great, I think. Yeah, everyone's just missing. I might be able to kill these Nagas. Nope, these fucking Phantom Warriors are coming in. And my Reapers are dead. Great. Well, that's shit, because the Reapers are like the only good unit you get in this game. Fuck off, these hints are really annoying actually. They're like somewhat useful in the beginning, but they just get annoying later. Oh, these guys are dead. Yeah, and my archer's just gonna get absolutely destroyed in a moment here. If you like back out of a square while you're next to an enemy, they will get like an attack of opportunity and fuck you up. Oh look, we can at least kill these guys. No, we cannot. Great, and my archers are gone. Oh no, we actually killed them, but there's no way these guys are going to live. And yeah, when you're right next to them, you can't range. You have to do like a melee attack, and if you back away, you just get killed. Okay, so we lost all of our units. So that's really annoying. On the plus side, we've probably got tons of negative energy. We've only got 4 actually. That's kind of shit. How long till this thing's done? Is it not getting done or anything? I don't know. Okay, let's... I don't know. So that is essentially the early game, I guess. I've never got further than this. I just get kind of annoyed and give up. Right now, $43.99 Canadian. I wouldn't say it's worth it. You can judge for yourself. I will just say that Endless Legend is like $5 cheaper and does a lot of this stuff much better, so bear that in mind. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!
Ah! There's a guy trying to get me! Oh shit! There's a pit! There's a bear in the pit!
What?